Chair shot reality. Bonjour. At least that's what Maurice would say.
Oui, oui.
Among many other things that we can't necessarily, or I don't think we want to repeat, because we're not acting like Desperate Housewives here at Chair Shot Reality.
More sophisticated show.
Says the guy.
Come on.
Come on. Pinky's out, guys.
Can camera 2 please get a shot of this epic wardrobe
I'm not
all
doing
weekend
it.
long?
This is a Juice exclusive.
This is a line. You can find this at in your local
USA.
local thrift shop. It's called the Juicy Steen.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
The chin and juice line. That's
Whatever.
what that is. All right. Miz and Maurice. I don't think it's made official yet, but obviously we know where this is headed. Miz and Maurice up against John Cena and Nikki Bella. WrestleMania, the reality show match, we'll call it. Guys, what's your reaction to this?
You know, having an extensive amount of years in the business, I can pick up on one thing, and you can probably agree with me. If you don't, and Juice, if you don't, and
extensive amount of time in the business.
Miz has stepped up his game. Shut up.
2 minutes.
Miz has stepped up his game within his promos, within his mic. I don't know if it's he snapped into reality.
It's not just recently. I mean,
it's not just recently, but ever since then he's been gradually going. He's been dropping a lot of fireballs within Cena and a lot of things that I think is really building. This could be a very great moment. You know, I'm anxious to see what's going on. There were a lot of great things that we're seeing.
Fireball at the Mania pre-party in Orlando.
And Spike totally bought it. But that's the thing. I really think they're going to be doing a lot of great things. We've seen John Cena and Miz battle back and forth numerous times, especially just about a week or so ago on SmackDown. John Cena said some things going back, saying, you know, you think I'd be standing in the ring with you if I can pull some things, a lot of things that fans have to think about. You need fans to think.
It's certainly, you know, I over and over I always say when you pull from reality, when you pull from message board fodder and social media, it's always going to get people's attention. It seems like there's an unspoken agreement amongst everybody involved here of pull from those accurate or non-accurate stereotypes because the crowd's going to react. I mean, maybe there's 1 or 2 things that are off limit, but otherwise
it's all amazing. And Talking Smack has become the best show of WWE programming, better than Raw and SmackDown.
It's become like a Maury Povich.
Everybody waits just for Talking Smack. Everybody's mad that 205 Live comes before.
Jerry Springer.
Miz and Maurice went on an 8-minute tirade about John Cena, and that's all they have to do to get a feud started and keep it going. It's fresh, and he talks about how all these things with John Cena, and John Cena's supposed to be the face, makes him look like he makes him look like the bad guy. It's fantastic.
You know what it is? It's kind of like tapping into the formula that, and I'm sure it's you know, WWE slowly evolved. With, you know, they're finally now acknowledging other companies, and they're letting guys use their same names when they come in. It's almost like WWE is finally at that point now where, like, okay, we know that when guys aren't under contract with us, one of the money-making things that are out there in the wrestling world is shoot interviews. It's people talking about what we're not wanting them to talk about, you know, behind the scenes, and they're kind of embracing that, still with a script outline, but they're kind of letting that fuel just go ahead and sell the match, even if that means bringing in some real life, you know, again, accurate or not accurate stereotypes.
I think it's fantastic, and I'm interested to see that John Cena's probably going to come back with not too much in the way of verbal banter. He's just going to be like, well, I'll see what happens in the ring.
I got to imagine, though, I mean, again, we have a lot of time to make predictions, but I got to imagine, just because you know Cena's got another movie to film, and we hear that this is probably it for Nikki, at least for now, in the ring, that this is probably going to go to the Miz and Maurice. That you'd think that logically makes sense for them to win, right? Or does Cena and Nikki win and then have their... That's not a farewell, but I don't know.
I've heard the rumor. I've heard the rumors of maybe this is a proposal thing with John Cena. They keep talking about.
Oh my God! WrestleMania.
Really,
Cena
Juice?
drops to one knee.
Really,
that would be very John Cena, wouldn't it?
And after that, Juice officiates it.
This is. I've seen message boards are talking about. This is
cameras would be there.
This is our generation's Liz and Much Man Savage.
My word! I hadn't heard that.
You have not heard that?
I hadn't heard that.
That's a big thing. I know they keep referring to like. Maurice being married and all this stuff, and John Cena's never going to do it, and he has to sign contracts for you to be his friend and whatnot. But like, I think if that actually happened, it would be a huge pop. Everybody would love it. It's a John Cena thing. They don't even have to win. They can be beat down by Miz, and Cena ends up scurrying them out of the ring and picks up Nikki and go, here you go.
Well, we'll end it on that. I'm not on the. You're more in on that one. But it's not crazy to think.
No,
that would be John Cena. We're going to get married. We're going to get engaged at WrestleMania.
And then you get engaged, and then you do it at SummerSlam,
just like Macho and Elizabeth did. And then Jake the Snake comes in with the snake, and the reception, and the box, and Undertaker comes in.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
What is this mess?
1991 all over.
Just because you're not officiating.
I'm actually mad, man. That'll be nice. That'll be a nice check.
Oh boy. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up. That'd be a nice check. wrap it up for the weekend. We got plenty more next week as we are here for the every single week leading up to WrestleMania. Again, if you want to be part of the pre-party, it is free to get in 1 to 3 p.m. in Orlando on Mania Sunday. We'll have the meet and greet the first hour with Billy Gunn. $10 for a picture and autograph. And if you've been to any convention or meet and greet, you know that's cheaper than you're ever going to find. $10 for picture and autograph, and then there'll be a free Q&A after that. Raffling all SmackDown Live tickets. It's going to be a good time. Hey, SmackDown Live here in Pittsburgh this Tuesday. Make sure you're following along on my Twitter, as we'll have all kinds of live tweets from that day. Until next week, bye-bye.
Hashtag good.